Welcome everybody to our beginner West Coast swing class. I'm going to bring now out, we're going to demonstrate the two patterns that we're going to be working on today. First of all, I want to just make sure if you're a true beginner and you've never danced before at all, that you know that if you're a lady, you are starting with your right foot to begin the dance every time, every dance. If you're a man, you're starting with your left foot. So we're going to be doing two patterns today. One of them is called a throw out. The other one is called a sugar push. So this is what they look like. So a throw out is to rip, pull, step, rock, step, run for the lady, and triple on the spot. We're going to do that again just so you can see that. All right, we're going to turn it around so you can see it from a different angle. So now, hang on, my bad, sorry, there we go. And to rip, pull, step, rock, step, run, to rip, pull, step. Okay, so we're going to do that, break it down a little more slowly for you this time. So what the man is going to do is his part on the two triples is basically the same as the ladies, in case you can't see me. We are doing trip, pull, step. That's three of them. We go back the other way, trip, pull, step. Now Na is going to do a rock, step on her next move, but I am doing something different. I'm doing back, kind of backing around in a little semicircle around the lady. Okay, so now we're going to put that together. Trip, pull, step, now rocks, I walk. So now what I've done is I've created a little bit of rotation, right? I'm going to incline my body just slightly to my left, not by breaking at the waistband, just maybe a couple of degrees of body action in that direction to tell the lady where she's going to go. Now I'm going to get out of the way so you can see the lady's part from this position. Na is going to run forward, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then when she gets to the end of those 3 steps, she does her turn, and now she's going to do 3 steps right on the spot for 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to break that down again for you so you can see that. So she does trip, pull, step, rock, step. She does 1, 2, 3, and then at the end of the run, she turns to face the man and does trip, pull, step. Now what's important for the lady to do is to not anticipate that turn too soon. Meaning the turn that you're going to go square back to the man, right? You'll feel something happen in the arms that tells you it's time to turn. All right, so that's the lady's part to that. We're going to do that one more time from a different angle. So we have trip, pull, step, rock, step, run. Notice she stayed there. She hasn't turned. She turns. Her feet haven't moved yet. They're still there. And then when that's all done, then she's going to bring her feet together and do triple step on the spot. Okay? So that was a nice, clean presentation of what you're supposed to be doing there. All right? We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to go to the man's part. So we are doing triple step, 1, 2, triple step, turn, triple step. All right? Excellent. Now, for the man's part on this, right? The man's part is very compact and very small because we're bringing the lady around us and then we're wanting her to go away from us. She can't get around us if we travel a lot. She can't get away from us if we travel a lot. So our steps, what we're doing with our feet, just one moment by myself, gentlemen, I'm doing triple step, 1, 2, triple step. So there's not a lot of movement with those 3 changes away. Where you notice Na was running, I'm staying right on the spot. So I'm doing triple step, back, triple on the spot, triple step. And you'll notice I barely moved left to right on the screen. That shows you just how small and tight that circle is for my part, right? So we're going to do that from a different angle so you can see the other angle of it. Yeah, really. Triple step, back. I stay right in place while she goes by, and there we go. Okay? So that's our throw out. Now the sugar push The man is going to take 2 steps backward. The lady's going to take 2 steps forward. By the way, in West Coast swing, everything typically starts with a walk, walk. Because the throw out, well, I'm using that as a transition to start the dance, as well as from East Coast swing to West Coast swing. We started it with the triple, but normally in West Coast swing, everything starts with walk, walk. Doesn't matter what pattern we do, we actually don't ever change that action in social dancing, just walk, walk. So we're going to do 2 walks, and then just like we did on this move, we're going to do 2 triple steps. So we're going to do walk, walk. Our first triple is going to be right on the spot, triple step, and then our second triple moves us away from each other, triple step. So we're going to do that again. So this is walk, walk, triple step, triple step. Now, if Na were left to her own devices and I wasn't leading her, this is what would happen. She would do walk, walk, triple on the spot, triple on the spot, because she hasn't been given any indication where that triple is going to go. So Na doesn't care where that triple goes. Na's just worried about doing walk, walk, and 2 triples. It's going to be my job as the man to send her away from me or to bring her in. So as I do the walk, walk, I'm shortening my arms and bringing the lady toward me during those 2 walks so that she's reasonably close to me here. Now we're going to do this first triple, and as we do the triple step, on the step, I'm going to signal Na to move away from me. Triple, I'm going to give her a little indicator with the hand here. You could call it a push or a shove, but it's not any of those, right? I didn't shove or push or do anything harsh or brittle to her. I moved my hands forward. I did not push Na. I moved my hands forward on that last step of the triple. So we're doing 1, 2, triple. I move my hands forward. Right? That told Na to go away, and then we're going to stay right on the spot for our next triple. We're going to switch the angle of that so you can see it from another angle. So we have 1, 2, triple, and then move the lady, and then the lady goes out. Now, one responsibility for the lady on her part is you'll notice that Na and I, our arms are not locked and straight, right? But they are pretty extended, right? They're extended to the point before they start to swing up and get locked out, right? And we want that connection. Think of the connection of the lady to the man in West Coast swing would be the same connection as a water skier to the boat. If you are out water skiing, you couldn't go water skiing if the rope was slack. If the rope was a piece of steel instead of a rope, the minute that the boat took off, wham, you'd get pulled right face down, right? So we want the rope taut but not tight. That way, we know where we're going and what's going on. So it's the lady's job to back that thing up until we get to the right distance. Right? So that's the one thing that is always the lady's responsibility and not the man's. She's always going to be the one to put herself out there because every step starts from this position. All right, so we're going to walk through these patterns one more time for you, and then that's going to be our beginner level West Coast swing. So our throw out starts triple step, triple step. The lady rocks while the man walks. She runs out. We anchor step, that's that triple. Then we do the sugar push for 1, 2, triple, send her away, triple step. And that's it. That's what we're going to practice for this next week, are those 2 patterns. They don't connect to anything else at the moment, but they will give you some entry-level moves, and then we can now next week connect these up to things where it starts to look like a dance. Thank you very much, you guys. This is our beginner level West Coast swing for May.